projection of points. In last class, I explained you about projects of points in the first quadrant. So, I have explained you how the points will be there in your first, second, third and fourth quadrants. So, once again, all points in the first quadrant will be represented as above HP in front of VP. Second quadrant will be represented as above HP behind VP. Third quadrant will be represented as below HP behind VP. Fourth quadrants will be represented as below HP in front of VP. Now I would like to explain more thing about your second quadrant. So this is a point. So this is my second quadrant. The point in second quadrant will be represented as above HP behind VP. Above HP behind VP. So this is my point B. Above HP behind VP. The front view is obtained on the VP plane as B dash. The top view is obtained on the HP plane as B. Now we need to rotate this HP plane 90 degrees upwards. So when the HP plane is to be rotated 90 degree upwards, the point B, which is the top view of the given point, will also move upwards and they will coincide with the coincide. So here I have shown you the point B from this point, from this location on the HP plane, it goes up and be in one line with so this is the front view and the top view HP plane. After top view of the point B, after the rotation of the HP plane, it has moved upwards. So your orthographic projection for the given point B, above HP behind VP will be as this. Once the HP plane rotates, you have the projection B dash and B. So this is my XY plane. The HP and VP plane has come together. So this is just an example. I have given dimension, the orthographic projection B dash and B. So this is for any point in the second quadrant. I will let you know with an example here. Point B is located 32 millimeter above HP, 77 millimeter behind VP. So this is my second quadrant, above HP, behind VP. So this is my point B. The top view I've got here as on the HP plane as B, and the front view I've got on the VP plane as B dash. So on the clockwise rotation of the HP plane upwards, the B point from the HP plane has moved to this point, and this is my, after rotation, in both HP plane you have B dash and B, and this is my orthographic projection. So for the given question, above HP 32 millimeter. So above HP, the front view is represented as B dash, and the top view behind VP. Behind VP always when it comes, I want to tell you once again, when behind VP comes, the B point or the top view always comes above. And one more thing, have a look at here. Have a look here. So you can see my B dash is 32. So this is also 32 B dash. But the distance 77 is been rotated up. So the point B is at 77 and B dash is 32. Look at here also once again. For clarification I tell you. 32 B dash, this one. 77 is been rotated upwards. So this is my 77. Okay. Now my next topic is on third quadrant. Any point of the third quadrant, this is my third quadrant, point C, will be known as below HP behind VP. Below HP behind VP. So this is my point C. The front view is obtained on the VP plane as C dash. The top view plane is obtained on the HP plane as C. So here also I need to rotate the HP plane upwards. So you obviously here what will happen? The C, the top view will move on the top and the front view will move at the bottom. So this is my plane, HP VP plane. HP third quadrant or third angle projection, HP comes on the front, VP comes down, while in the first angle or the first quadrant, VP comes here, HP. So it's vice versa. First and third quadrant always have to be vice versa. So you have your top view as C and front view as C dash. This is my orthographic projection C and C dash. So what has happened here? Once again I'll repeat you, explain you once again. Once the HP plane moves upward, the C, point C, that is the top view of the point C, small, this is small c, I've denoted with small letter, this is C dash for my front view, C for my top view. The top view, the top point has rotated, moved upwards. So this is how I have mentioned here. I have given here with one more example. I mentioned as point D here. Point D, 40 millimeter below HP and 55 millimeter behind BP. So obviously it comes in which quadrant? This is your third quadrant. From the question itself, you should be sure which below HP and behind VP. So this is my below HP, behind VP is my third quadrant. This is my point D. The front view I have obtained is D dash. The top view I have obtained is D here. So here D, 40 millimeter below HP, 55 millimeter behind VP, got? Fine. Now when I rotate this plane on the HP plane at the top clockwise direction upwards, the D point always moves here. When the D point moves, you can see that D dash is 40. D dash is 40 here. The 55. So when I rotate here, the 55 goes from here. This 55 distance goes upward. So this point comes 55. See here. This is my 55 and this is my 40. So here the front view D dash and top view D. The orthographic projection also have mentioned here. Now I'll go for the last quadrant, which is your fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant here, look here. It's represent the point in the fourth quadrant. I've given you point F. I've given you the question. Point F is 47 millimeter below HP and 43 millimeter in front of VP. So below HP, in front of VP. This is my point F. The front view obtained on the VP plane. The top view obtained on the HP plane. Here what happens? The HP plane has to rotate downwards. So this my FP have to come here. I'll explain you here. So this is my F. This is my F dash, and here after this rotation it comes in this way. So since the distance is 47 and 43, not much distance, well, this is my rotation F dash and F. So F dash and F. So the point is 47 millimeter below. So this is my F dash and this is my F. This is my F dash and this is my F. I hope so with this video you have understood about first, second, third and fourth quadrants for the projection of points. My next video will be on projection of straight line. Thank you.